A no-sew fleece scarf, like this one right here, is super easy to make, super fast, and it looks great. Hi, I'm Jenny T with SimpleSewingProjects.com, and I'm going to show you how to make this no-sew fleece scarf step by step right now. First, you'll need to gather your supplies. You'll need your fleece, and any fleece will do for this project, so pick what you like. A rotary cutter. If you don't have a rotary cutter, then a nice pair of sharp shears to cut your fabric, a straight edge, and a measuring tape. And if your straight edge is more like a yardstick that already has the measuring on it, then you don't even need a measuring tape. So again, your fleece, a tool to cut your fabric, and a straight edge. Now we're going to cut the strip of fleece that will basically be your fleece scarf. Now you can make this any width or length that you would like. I'm going to make this scarf here 8 inches wide, which is standard. 8 or 9 inches is about standard for a scarf. You can certainly make it skinnier to do something more stylish, or if it's for a child. And as far as the length of the scarf, again, this is up to you. I'm going to make it even easier. I'm just going to take and cut off an 8-inch strip off of the full width of the fleece, which I measured. It's about 60 inches including the selvage, and I like my scarf nice and long so I can wind it around my neck to keep warm. If you want it a little shorter, by all means cut a little bit shorter. Keep in mind that the fringe that we're going to cut at the end will be 5 inches, 5-inch fringe. So you might want to take that out of the calculations when you're thinking about the length of your scarf. You also may want to make it shorter if you're making the scarf for a child, maybe only about 40 to 48 inches for the length. Okay, so I'm going to cut a strip that is the full width of my fleece by 8 inches. And the easiest and quickest way to do this is to take my fleece, and I'm going to lay it flat in front of me and fold it in half, matching the selvage edges. The selvage edge is the stitching edge, the stitched edge that kind of curls up funny along the length of your fleece fabric. Okay? So I'm going to fold that in half just so I have a little bit less to work with. And you'll smooth it out nice and flat in front of you. You'll measure down 8 inches, and I like to use a cutting mat that has a grid on it. It makes it easier to measure the depth of something when you're cutting it flat. And with your straight edge, this becomes very, very easy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's about right here. The nice thing about working with a fleece project, especially a no-sew fleece project, is that you can be off your measurements a little bit. No one's going to care or notice. Okay, so I'm going to take my rotary cutter and make a nice clean straight cut all the way across the fabric, and then we will be almost done. We only have to just cut the fringe after that. So I want to get to cutting this, and then I'll show you the next step. My rectangle of fabric is cut, and I'm going to go ahead and trim off the selvage edge so I don't have this weird little curly edge there. I'm just going to take my straight edge and my rotary cutter. Rotary cutter is really nice to have because it creates nice clean edges. You don't have to saw the fabric. And the very last step is to cut 5-inch, 1/2 inch wide strips all on the short edge of your scarf. And the fastest way to do this is to keep your fabric folded and leave the short edges aligned so you can cut both strips at the same time. And I'm going to use my Omni Grid. It's what I like to use. It's transparent. It's exactly 6 inches long, so it makes it easy. And I'm going to just simply line this up every 1/2 inch. Take my rotary cutter and starting as best I can, close to the 5-inch mark, cut down. And then I repeat the same process. I scoot this over a little bit, aligning everything, and just like this. And I'm going to repeat this all the way down, and then I'll show you the final result. Well, that was easy. That took me all of 15 minutes tops to make this fleece scarf, and it looks great. It's warm, soft, no sew, and it's in the color and fabric that I chose. Perfect. How easy is that? So go out, pick up a whole rainbow of fleece material and make yourself a bunch of different scarves to go with every outfit. And thanks for watching. I'm Jenny T with SimpleSewingProjects.com.